Welcome back. I'm here with Football League editor Pascal Lemaire to talk about Burnley versus Birmingham. Pascal, we'll start with Burnley. He started the season with a 1-1 draw, but out in the cup already.
Yeah, so I think it was quite a tough start to the season for them, just coming down from the Premier League and going to Ellen Road against Leeds. And Leeds, they've had a pretty good summer. I think the mood at the club at Leeds is pretty good at the moment. And for Burnley to go there and get a point, I think it was a decent result for them. I think it was an entertaining game. It was goalless for, I think it was 82 minutes then. Leeds opened the score and it was a brilliant goal from Antonucci, fantastic finish. And you thought that, Leeds, they were dancing on the touchline. You really felt that did feel like the winner at the time, but Burnley didn't rest on the laurels at all. And, it was a great cross in from the right from Dirikwa, who sort of come in, he's been signed from the lower leagues. Loughton, the guy who they've signed to replace Trippier at right back, he actually was out injured, so he couldn't play. Dirikwa started, and it was a brilliant cross from him. Sam Vokes, brilliant header from him. So it was really good for Vokes to get scoring straight away, because he got 20 goals when Burnley went up 2 seasons ago, but then last season didn't score once in the Premier League for Burnley. So good for him to get back amongst the goals. But yeah, like you say, since then they went to Port Vale and they put out a really strong team. Actually, a lot of the players who started against Leeds started that game as well, but they lost 1-0. So that was a disappointing way to go out in the cup. But I mean, transfer-wise, I think they've done most of their business. But the big talk at the moment is Henry Lansbury. Are they going to get him? Are they not? I think Forest have accepted the bid, or have they? The chairman said they haven't, but all the reports suggest that they have accepted a $4 million bid, and I think he could be travelling up for talks. This very moment perhaps. So he might be a confirmed player by the weekend. I think he's a very important player for them to sign, because they don't have too much in the middle of the park there. Scott Arfield, who usually plays out on the right midfield, he's starting in central midfield with David Jones at the moment. So I think if Lansbury comes in, he could certainly be a good driving force for them in the middle, and certainly the sort of player that could really turn them into a promotion contender.
As for Birmingham, they've got 2-2-1 wins under their belts now. Yeah,
it's a decent. I mean, the first game at home to Reading, it's quite a tough. I thought that was quite an evenly matched game for them, and they came through that 2-1. I mean, I don't think they were at their best in that game. Reading, I think they left that game thinking they should have got something, especially because they missed a 98th minute penalty, I think it was, to get a draw there. And I think Birmingham, last season they beat Reading 6-1 at home. It was that game when Damari Gray scored the hat-trick, and they weren't brilliant in that game, but they somehow ran out 6-1 winners. And then in this game, they weren't at their best, but they came through again to win it. So it was a decent start, and then they went to Bristol Rovers, just come up last season from the conference in the Capital One Cup, another 2-1 win there. He made 8 changes for that game, Gary Rowett. So plenty of changes, good depth of squad there. So I think there's a lot of good signs for Birmingham. I think the debut goal for John Terrell against Reading was the biggest plus for them from the weekend. But yeah, 2-2-1 wins, and yeah, win-win is a good start for the season.
See them carrying on their winning run? What's your score prediction?
I don't, to be honest. No, I think Burnley, their first home game here, back at Turf Moor in the Championship, I think they should have too much for Birmingham here. I'm going to go for a 2-0 home win.
Sportsman going for a 2-0 win for Burnley. Thanks for watching.